Hello, good evening, everyone. I see some persons are already waiting. You're welcome to today's live stream. And today, our task is simple. I'm going to be asking questions. You're going to be doing question and answers. And I would like you to participate. Participate. Ensure you're answering the questions. Ensure answering the questions. So, without wasting time, let's get started. Let's get started without wasting time. All right. So, I'll be asking a question and I have one of my students here to be answering. You will be answering in the comment section too. Be answering in the comment section too. All right. So I'm going to share my screen so you will see the questions. I already did you a good favor by putting the. I already did do. So I'll be sharing my screen now, and I believe you can see. You should be seeing my screen now. So so as I've asked the questions, you'll be answering. Let's go. You are free to dispute my answers, argue with me. Answer is wrong. Tell me the right answer. So let's go. The first topic: living and non-living things. Let me say that the topics I arranged all the topics in biology, all the major topics in biology from the beginning to the ending are covered. All right. So let's go. Number one: which of the of living things? A. Growth. B. Respiration. C. Expression. D. Crystallization. Crystallization, correct. Growth in living organisms differs from growth in non-living things because it dash A because it dash A occurs by addition to the surface. B is irreversible. C involves cell division and increase in protoplasm. D increases mass only.
On irreversible.
I said growth in living organisms differs from growth in non-living things because so is it irreversible or what?
Option.
It occurs by addition to the surface. B is irreversible. C involves cell division and an increase in protoplasm. D increases mass only. C involves cell division and increase in protoplasm. So those of you following online, you see, I already take the answers for you. It's just follow and get the explanation. Living organisms, increase in protoplasm is what results in growth. Long-living things, they don't have protoplasm. Okay. Next one, which process enables living organisms to maintain a stable internal environment?
Yes.
Homeostasis, that's correct. Viruses are regarded as non-living things because they dash A. Cause diseases. B. Reproduce rapidly. C. Lack cellular organization. D. Contain nucleic acids.
That's the organization.
Lack cellular organization. Good. Robert Hooke is associated with the discovery of dash.
So,
A says nucleus, B mitochondria, C living cell, D dead cell wall.
even so,
All right, please, those following there's an error here. Said dead cell wall and living cell. Which one is correct? Is it dead cell wall or living cell? Let me see. It's actually supposed to be living cell, but what I think there was dead cell wall. That was a mistake on my own side. Which statement is not part of the cell theory? Which statement is not part of the cell theory? A. All organisms are composed of cells. B. Cells arise from pre-existing cells. C. Cells can arise spontaneously. D. The cell is the basic unit of life. C is the correct answer. That's correct. Next question. The scientist who first observed living cells is dash.
Robert Hooke.
Is it Robert Hooke? Is it Robert Hooke or Anton van Leeuwenhoek?
Robert Hooke.
Robert Hooke, the first to observe living cells.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Let me confirm this. Those online, please, uh, please let me. I'm even sharing my screen so you see what I'm doing on the screen here.
1605. Robert Hooke.
1605, Robert Hooke. 1605. So this and Leeuwenhoek, who made. Listen, I'm reading. Those of you online, I'm sure you can see. I just browsed it now to show you. I want to show you a difference. They said the scientist who first observed living cells is Anton van Leeuwenhoek, who made significant improvements to microscope and observed living cells in 1674. In contrast, I was wondering, in contrast, Robert Hooke observed dead plant cells in 1665, but he did not identify them as living cells. So please take note, Anton van Leeuwenhoek is living cells, while Robert Hooke is dead plant cells. Please take note of that. Take note of that. So those online, I was actually correct in the other one. Anton van Leeuwenhoek is living cells, 1674, while Robert Hooke, dead cells, 1665. Dead cells. So both of them observe cells, but Anton van Leeuwenhoek was for dead plant living cells, while Robert Hooke was for dead cells. Have you gotten that?
Yes.
Okay, back to the question now. Which ensure you are learning something new? Which structure is present in plant cells but absent in animal cells? A. Mitochondria. B. Ribosome. C. Chloroplast. D. Nucleus.
Europass.
Chloroplast. Next one. The main function of the nucleus is to dash: A. Store food. B. Control cellular activity. C. Produce energy. D. Transport materials. B. Correct. Control cellular activities. Which organelle is described as the powerhouse of the cell?
Mitochondria.
That's correct. Ribosomes are mainly involved in
Photosynthesis.
protein synthesis. That's correct. The cell membrane is best described as A. Fully permeable. B. Impermeable. C. Selectively permeable. D. Non-permeable.
Semi-permeable.
That's correct. Which organelle is responsible for photosynthesis?
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast. That's correct. The large
Support and storage.
A says respiration. B. Protein synthesis. C. Maintaining turgidity. D. Cell division.
Turbidity.
That's correct. C is the correct answer. Question 15. Movement of molecules from a region of high concentration to low concentration without energy is called dash.
Come again.
Movement of molecules from a region of high concentration to low concentration without energy is called dash.
Diffusion.
Diffusion, that's correct. Osmosis occurs only when there is dash.
Semi-permeable.
Semi-permeable membrane, that's correct. A red blood cell placed in distilled water will dash.
Hemolyze.
A says shrink, B says burst, C says remain unchanged, D says plasmolyze.
Boost.
Will burst. Because if a red blood cell is placed in distilled water, it means that the concentration inside the cell is higher than that of the water. So the water will move into the cell to absorb water and burst. That process is called what?
Hemolysis.
Hemolysis. Next question. Plasmolysis occurs when a plant cell is placed in dash.
A hypertonic solution.
Hypertonic solution, that's correct. The type of cell division responsible for growth and repair is dash.
Mitosis.
Mitosis, that's correct. Which stage of mitosis involves the alignment of chromosomes at the equator?
Metaphase.
Metaphase, that's correct. Which sequence shows increasing complexity? Arrange it, the four organization of life, arrange it in order of increasing complexity.
Yes.
The cell and the rest.
Okay. Cell, tissue, organ.
Speak out like is that you want to
Tissue,
spark?
organ system, organ system.
Okay, so from the option is cell, tissue, organ, system. So A is the correct answer. The heart is an example of a dash organ.
Tissue. Organ, sorry.
Wow. so, so organ is the correct answer. The second topic now, nutrition in living organisms. Nutrition in living organisms. So that's the second topic. Which organism shows holozoic nutrition? A. Green plants. Amoeba. C. Mushroom. D. Bacteria.
Amoeba.
Amoeba. What's another name for holozoic nutrition?
Heterotrophic.
Heterotrophic, meaning they cannot manufacture their food. Parasitic nutrition is best described as dash. mutual benefit between organisms, feeding on dead organic matter, obtaining food from a living host, manufacturing food using sunlight.
Obtaining food from living host.
That's good. C is the correct answer. Which organism shows saprophytic nutrition? A. Tapeworm. B. Dog. C. Green plant. D. Rhizopus.
Rhizopus.
Rhizopus, that's correct. Rhizopus is classified as what?
Fungi.
Fungus. Autotrophic nutrition is advantageous because it dash. A. Depends on other organisms. B. Produces inorganic substances. C. Forms the base of food chains. D. Does not require energy.
Forms the base of food.
That's correct. The raw materials of photosynthesis are dash.
CO2. Carbon dioxide and water.
Carbon dioxide and water. That's option B, correct. Which of the following is not a factor affecting photosynthesis? A. Light intensity. B. Carbon dioxide concentration. C. Temperature. D. Oxygen concentration.
Oxygen concentration.
That's correct. The stage of photosynthesis that does not require light is dash.
Dark.
Dark reaction. Good. The byproduct of photosynthesis is dash.
Oxygen gas.
Oxygen. Good. Which part of the leaf is mainly responsible for gaseous exchange?
Stomata.
Stomata. That's correct. Which mineral element is a component of chlorophyll?
Magnesium.
Magnesium. That's correct. Lack of nitrogen in plant results in dash.
Slow growth.
A says poor root development. B. Weak stems. C. Yellowing of leaves. D. Leaf fall.
Leaves.
Yellowing of leaves. Nitrogen deficiency will always lead to yellowing of leaves. What is that? Okay. Which mineral deficiency flowering and fruiting? Which mineral deficiency? Wow, many persons are joining the stream. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Which mineral deficiency flowering and fruiting?
Sure.
Option A, calcium, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium.
Cross.
That was a nice guess. I know you guessed, but that's correct. So take note that the mineral deficiency that leads to poor flowering and fruiting is phosphorus. Poor flowering and fruiting is phosphorus. 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 All right, moving on. Are we there?
Yeah.
The digestion of starch begins in the dash,
Mouth.
in the mouth. Which enzyme is responsible for protein digestion in the stomach?
Pepsin.
Pepsin. By aids digestion by dash.
Emulsification of that.
So, according to the option, neutralizing acid and emulsifying fats. Absorption of digested food occurs mainly in the
Small
dash.
intestine.
What part of the small intestine?
In the ileum.
Ileum. That's correct. How many parts of the small intestine do we have?
Three.
Three. The first one?
JJ.
No. DJI.
Is G
Hmm?
before
J before D. Okay,
I'm asking.
let's confirm now.
I'm asking.
It's DJI, DJI, DJI. So D, the duodenum, the jejunum, and ileum. But ileum is the major part where absorption takes place. Wow, wow, wow. I love the fact that many persons are on this live stream. All right, so let's move on. The finger-like projections in the small intestine
Villi.
are called villi. Good. Now, a balanced diet is one that dash that contains all the classes of food in correct proportions. Which disease is caused by protein deficiency? Kwashiorkor and marasmus. Kwashiorkor and marasmus. According to the option, kwashiorkor is the only thing there. Next question. Rickets in children is caused by lack of dash.
D.
Vitamin D. That's correct. Iron deficiency leads to
Low blood cousin.
A says poor vision, B anemia, C goiter, D night blindness. Anemia, that's correct. All right, that was that. Next topic, transport in living organisms. This is the third topic now. The upward movement of water and mineral salts in plant occurs through the dash.
Roots.
A phloem, B cortex, C xylem, D cambium.
Xylem.
Xylem, that's correct. Xylem for water and minerals, phloem for food. Which of the following provides the main force for ascent of sap in tall trees. We've seen a question like this before.
For what?
Move, which of the following provides the main force for ascent of sap in tall trees? That is movement of sap in tall trees. We've done this particular question before.
Option.
A. Root pressure. B. Capillarity. C. Transpiration pool. D. Diffusion.
Pressure.
Transpiration pool. This thing we saw it that time. It's transpiration pool. Transpiration pool. So movement of sap in tall trees is the main force responsible for that. Ascent of sap in tall trees is transpiration pool. It's transpiration pool. If you are following in the comment section, let me know. Type I am following. If you are following, type I am following. If you are not following, type thank you for wasting my time. All right, next question. What is absorbed from the soil into root hairs? Mainly water. Sorry. Water is absorbed from the soil into root hairs, mainly by dash. Osmosis, that's correct. Which factor will increase the rate of transpiration? A. High humidity. B. Low temperature. C. Strong wind. D. Reduced leaf area.
Strong.
Strong wind will increase the rate of transpiration. That's correct. The loss of water vapor from plant surface is called
Transpiration.
transpiration. That's correct. Which structure controls transpiration?
Stomach.
Stomata. That's correct. Which component of blood is responsible for oxygen transport?
Red blood cells.
Red blood cells. That's correct. The pigment responsible for oxygen transport in blood is what?
Hemoglobin.
Now listen to the question. That's actually correct. Hemoglobin. If they say component of blood responsible, you know it's red blood cell. If they say pigment responsible, you know it's hemoglobin. Which blood vessel carries blood away from the heart?
Arteries.
Arteries, or vein inside. Who discovered dead plant cells
That's good.
and living cells? What?
That guy.
Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Anton van Leeuwenhoek. All right, next question. The function of valves in veins is to dash.
Prevent backflow of blood.
Prevent backflow of blood. That's good. Exchange of gases and nutrients occurs mainly in the dash. Is it arteries, veins, capillaries, or heart?
Capillaries.
Capillaries. That's why the movement of blood in capillaries is very slow to allow enough time for exchange of gases. Next question. The chamber of the heart that pumps oxygenated blood to the body is the dash. The chamber of the heart that pumps oxygenated blood to the body is dash. Is it right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle? What is it?
Right. Right.
I've explained this thing before. Drew safe
Please forget
is
it.
what? Now think of it now. Blood enters the oxygenated blood enters the heart through the what?
Pulmonary artery.
Pulmonary artery. Is it pulmonary artery or pulmonary vein into the heart?
Femoral vein, sorry.
The and so what happened to the superior and the inferior vena cava?
You see the oxygenated blood enter
The
the
oxygenated blood.
vena cava.
The oxygenated blood enters the heart through the inferior and superior vena cava. Abi?
Yeah.
Now, if that is the case, what part of the blood is it entering?
What part of the
What part of the heart is it entering? Is that the oxygenated blood entering?
left auricle
Left auricle. From left auricle
to left
left ventricle. Then from there, we said the left auricle and the left ventricle, they are separated by what?
by cuspid valve.
By cuspid valve. From there, it moves from the heart into the lungs through the what?
Pulmonary artery.
Pulmonary artery. Then when oxygen mixes it returns back to the heart into the what?
To
Into
the,
what part, what chamber of the heart?
the right auricle
Right what?
or right ventricle.
Right the ventricle or auricle.
Ventricle.
It's not ventricle. Was it not auricle it was starting with?
Yes.
Then from there it moves to what?
Ventricle.
Then we said that the right ventricle and the right atrium are separated by what?
Tricuspid valve.
Tricuspid valve is also called what?
Mitral valve.
Mitral valves. Mitral valves, right? Okay, so if that is the case, I just did something now. Jesus, this thing will not allow me to. Okay, so the question now, the chamber of the heart, the chamber of the heart that pumps oxygenated blood to the body is the dash.
Right ventricle.
No, that pumps oxygenated blood to the body. What's the last part of you mentioned?
Right ventricle.
Is it right ventricle or left ventricle?
Right. That's what I mentioned.
Okay. Which of the following best explains double circulation in which of the following best explains double circulation in humans? Blood passes through the heart once per cycle. Blood passes through the heart twice per cycle. Blood flows in one direction
Twice.
twice. Please don't allow me to finish the option. Just tell me the answer. One major function of the lymphatic system is to dash lymphatic system.
Option.
Option.
Yes.
One major function of the lymphatic system is to dash A. Transport oxygen. B. Digest food. C. Return tissue fluid to the blood. D. Produce hormones. So what's the answer? What's lymph mainly involved in? Say what's lymph? This lymphatic system. What's the major function of the lymphatic system?
Transporting. Transporting. Um.
Apart from transporting anything, do you know that lymph is a part of the immune system?
No.
You don't know. So now you know that it also helps in immunity of the body. But the answer here is return tissue fluid to the blood. So one major function is returning tissue fluid to the blood. Next question. Which disease which disease results from blockage of lymph vessels? A. Leukemia. B. Elephantiasis. C. Anemia. D. Hemophilia.
Hemophilia.
Do you know of elephantiasis?
Yes.
Elephantiasis is that swollen leg, bleeding disease. And we said that the one function of the lymphatic system is to return tissue fluid to the blood. If the tissue fluid is not returned to the blood, it will accumulate, causing what?
Okay.
Elephantiasis. Elephantiasis. Oh, Ella, you're not doing biology. That's true. The biology questions are much because it's all the topics. So you can check back later. Biology, we are checking chemistry. Now, transpiration. The next question. Translocation of occurs through the dash. Thank God this is not working.
Phloem.
Through the what?
Phloem.
The phloem. Good. I can control it from here. I don't know how to use it yet. But at least I can write on the screen. I don't know how to use it yet. Okay, which substance is in the phloem? Which substance is mainly transported in the
Sucrose.
phloem? In
Sucrose.
sucrose. That's good. That's good. You're ready to spark. Respiration is best defined by the process as the process by which organisms does what?
Gain energy.
A. Take in oxygen. B. Break down food.
Break
Good.
food.
Next question. Which of the following is not a form of respiration? Respiration. B. Anaerobic respiration. C. Breathing. D. Cellular respiration.
Breathing.
Breathing is not a form of respiration. That's good. The major energy currency of the cell is what?
ATP.
ATP. What's the full meaning?
Adenosine triphosphate.
Adenosine triphosphate. What is that? What you even pronounce?
Yes.
No, I don't know nothing. Say it again.
Adenosine triphosphate.
Adenosine triphosphate. Okay. Adenosine triphosphate. Okay. Next question. Aerobic respiration. Okay. Which gas is responsible for aerobic respiration? Sorry, we entered another topic. I didn't tell you guys. Respiration is where we are now. Which gas is required for aerobic respiration? A.
Oxygen.
Good. Next question. The complete oxidation of glucose during aerobic respiration produces dash.
CO2.
CO2 and what?
H2O.
And H2O. Good. Through what process?
Respiration.
That the okay. Where does it take place?
In the yes. Cytoplasm. Mitochondria. Sorry.
Mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria. So mitochondria is the answer there. Is so, but the complete oxidation of glucose. Complete oxidation of glucose. You know it will pass through two pathways.
Like glycolysis
Glycolysis
and
and what?
Krebs cycle.
Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle is also called what?
Citric acid cycle.
Citric acid cycle is also called what?
TC.
TCA cycle. Thank you. The organelle mainly involved in aerobic respiration is the dash.
The organ.
Yes,
Mitochondria.
that's good. Anaerobic respiration in yeast produces dash.
Ethanol.
Ethanol and what?
CO2.
Hmm?
CO2.
My friend, be sure what you're saying.
CO2, yes.
CO2. What are you thinking? Ethanol and CO2.
Yes.
Ethanol and CO2. Wow, this thing is working. Ah, God. In humans, anaerobic respiration in muscles leads to the formation of dash.
CO2.
Mm-mm. Anaerobic respiration in muscles.
Lactic
Now,
acid.
lactic acid. Thank you. You know, at the end product of glycolysis is supposed to be what?
Pyruvate.
Pyruvate, right?
Yes.
Now, the pyruvate, if oxygen is present, that pyruvate will be converted to what?
Jesus.
If oxygen is present, that pyruvate will be converted to acetyl-CoA now,
Yes.
and the acetyl-CoA will now go into the what? The acetyl-CoA will go into what?
The Krebs cycle.
The Krebs cycle or the TCA cycle. But if it is not present, if oxygen is not present, this pyruvate will be converted to what?
To lactic acid.
Lactic acid, or fermented to what?
Ethanol and CO2.
Ethanol and CO2. Thank you very much. So that is how it will work. You want to see how it's writing? Is that the writing? I'm just writing jolly jolly. Okay, so next one. Next question. Which condition favors anaerobic respiration in muscle cells? Which condition favors anaerobic respiration in muscle cells? A. Excess. Okay, later on there. Which condition favors anaerobic respiration in muscle cells? A. Excess oxygen. B. Low glucose. C. Insufficient oxygen. D. Low temperature.
Sufficient oxygen.
Insufficient oxygen. Then, compared to anaerobic respiration, aerobic respiration dash A releases less energy, B occurs in the cytoplasm only, C produces lactic acid, D releases more energy.
Releases more energy.
Releases more energy, that's correct. Which statement correctly compares aerobic and anaerobic respiration? A. Both require oxygen. B. Both release equal energy. C. Only aerobic respiration releases carbon dioxide. D. Anaerobic respiration releases less energy.
Anaerobic releases less energy.
Yes, anaerobic releases less energy. Which structure prevents food from entering the trachea during
Epiglottis.
swallowing? Epiglottis, that's correct. Gas exchange in humans occurs in the dash.
Alveoli.
Alveoli, that's good. The movement of the diaphragm during inhalation is dash. Is it upwards, downwards, sideways, irregular?
Downwards.
During inhalation, it's downwards.
Sorry. Yes, downwards. Yes.
It's downwards actually. Inhalation,
And there's space in front.
yes.
Okay.
Which feature of alveoli increases the rate of gas exchange?
Large
Which
surface area.
large surface area? That's good. All right, guys. Next topic: excretion.
Mm.
Excretion. Excretion. We move. Excretion is the removal from the body of dash. A. Undigested food. B. Excess water only. C. Metabolic waste product. D.
Metabolic waste.
Feces. Metabolic waste. While removal of undigested food is what?
Ingestion.
Egestion. So egestion, I remember an exam I gave said differentiate between egestion and excretion. Excretion is metabolic waste, while egestion is undigested food. Which of the following is not an excretory product in humans? It's not an excretory product in humans. A. Urea. B. Carbon dioxide. C. Feces. D. Water.
Physics.
Feces. This question has been repeated in Jamb so many times. It's not an excretory product. Feces is not an excretory product. It is undigested food. Undigested food. The removal of undigested food from the body is called,
Ingestion.
that's what we just answered. Which organ is responsible for the removal of carbon dioxide?
Lung.
I thought you would say nose. It's actually lungs, correct. The main excretory organ in humans is a
Lung.
dash. The main excretory organ in humans is what?
Lung.
The
Sorry. Excretory. I get respiratory. Kidney.
kidney is the answer. Which waste product is excreted mainly by the kidneys?
Urea.
Urea, correct. Sweat is produced by the
Sweat.
sweat glands, correct. The functional unit of the kidney is the
Nephron.
nephron, correct. Which part of the nephron is responsible for ultrafiltration?
Bowman's capsule.
Bowman's capsule, correct. Selective reabsorption occurs mainly in the
Two.
which of the tubules?
Convoluted.
Which of the convoluted? Is it proximal or distal convoluted tubule?
Sister.
No, proximal is it still happens in distal, but the main place the reabsorption takes place is proximal convoluted tubule. Yes. You know, if you are drawing the structure of the nephron, first from the Bowman's capsule, you enter the proximal convoluted tubule, then the loop of veins. From the loop of veins, to the distal convoluted tubule, and then to the collecting duct. So the selective reabsorption takes place majorly in this proximal convoluted tubule. Okay. Now, which substance is normally not found in urine of a healthy person? Guess what will be the option?
Glucose.
Glucose. Good, good, good. I like that. The liver converts excess amino acids to what?
So urea.
Urea. Good. Next question. Which process occurs in the liver during deamination? Which process occurs in the liver during deamination? A. Removal of carbon dioxide. B. Removal of amino group. C. Formation of bile. D. Breakdown of fats.
Removal of amino group.
Amino group, that's deamination. Deamination. The maintenance of a constant internal environment is called.
Homeostasis.
Which organ helps in osmoregulation in humans?
Humans.
You have to be fast.
Kidney.
Osmoregulation is kidney, nothing to think. Next topic, support and movement. Support and movement. Support in herbaceous plants is mainly provided by dash. A. Lignin. B. Cellulose. C. Tugor pressure. D. Cortical. Tugor pressure, correct. Which tissue provides mechanical support in young plant stems?
Xylem.
Eh?
Xylem.
That's wrong. Which tissue provides mechanical support in young plants? Is it phloem, xylem, parenchyma, parenchyma? Tell me what you know about. You already know that phloem is for food. Phloem is to food.
Mm.
Xylem is to water and what?
Mineral.
And minerals. Parenchyma and parenchyma is what? Tell me what you know about parenchyma and tell me what you know about parenchyma. They are supporting tissue. Now tell me what you know about them.
I know that supporting tissues and parenchyma is not specialized.
Is what?
One specialized and also in xylem too.
So read what, listen to this now. A type of simple, for those of you that I'm sharing my screen so you can see it. Parenchyma is a type of simple living tissue found throughout the plant, and it is the most abundant and versatile tissue in plants. So if they ask you the most abundant tissue in plants, tell them it's parenchyma. It's parenchyma. And it stores nutrients, water and waste products. It stores nutrients, water and waste products. Okay, so basically that's that. Then cholenchyma provides structural support to the plants and provides structural support in plants, particularly in areas of growth. It provides mechanical support, especially in young stems. It provides mechanical support, especially in young stems, allowing plants to withstand bending and stretching. So cholenchyma is what helps in preventing that bending and stretching, allowing plants to withstand that bending and stretching. But if there is not something like elastic that is helping the plant, they can actually break when they are bending. So cholenchyma is the answer. Back to the question now. Back to the question. So the question said, which tissue provides mechanical support in young plants? You know is what?
I'm trying.
Hmm?
Collector.
Cholenchyma. All right, next question. The tissue responsible for strength and rigidity in woody stems is what?
Xylem.
Eh?
Xylem.
No.
Ah,
The tissue responsible for strength and rigidity in woody stems is it cholenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma, epidermis?
Clear China.
Sclerenchyma is the answer. So we've seen cholenchyma as mechanical support, parenchyma stores. Now sclerenchyma, strength and rigidity. S for strength. The S in sclerenchyma is for strength. Parenchyma, parents store money for future use. All right, can we move on? Okay, now the main function of the skeleton is to dash,
Support.
support and what again?
Protection.
Protect organs, support and protect organs. Which part of the human skeleton protects the brain?
Cranium.
Cranium, good. Which bone protects the heart and lungs?
Rib.
Rib cage, good. Which animal possesses an exoskeleton? A, fish, frog, crab, snake.
Crab.
Eh?
Crab.
Crab. The skeleton found in humans is an example of dash.
Endoskeleton.
And the skeleton, good. The skeleton of earthworm is best described as
Hydrostatic.
hydrostatic skeleton, good. Which type of joint allows movement in all directions?
Ball and socket.
Ball and socket, good. The joint found in the elbow is a dash.
Um,
Where's your elbow?
yeah.
Can only go this way now. You cannot
I'm
go.
also in name.
Like there's this thing that is found on your door, like
Hinge.
hinge, like hinges, hinge. Movement of bones in is brought about mainly by
Joint.
joint. A says ligament, B says tendon, C muscles, D cartilage.
Movement of both.
Movement of bones is brought about by hmm? Muscle is what is, so if there's no muscle, there is no movement. No muscle, no movement. Muscles are attached to bones by what?
Tendons.
Which muscle works in opposition to another muscle? Antagonistic muscle. The contraction and relaxation of muscles results in
movement.
Movement. Good. All right, guys, that's that for that topic. Next topic: coordination and control. If you are following, give me that fire emoji in the comment section. Give me fire in the comment section. Going headache. Moving on. Coordination in animals is mainly brought about by the dash.
So
Coordination in animals is mainly brought about by the dash.
endocrine system and nervous system.
Good. Nervous and endocrine system. The basic functional unit of the nervous system is the what?
Neuron,
Neuron. Good. Which part of the brain controls voluntary actions?
cerebrum, cerebrum,
You almost shocked me. Cerebrum. The part of the brain that controls balance and posture is the dash.
cerebellum,
Cerebellum. Which part of the brain controls breathing and heartbeat? That are the pons.
come again.
Which part of the brain controls breathing and heartbeat? Is it cerebrum? Is it cerebellum? Is it medulla oblongata? Is it pons?
So now, but also
Most
hypothalamus,
involuntary activities, eh?
also hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus does that too. That is why you are not seeing hypothalamus in the option. Reflex actions are dash. A. Slow and voluntary. B. Fast and involuntary.
That's an hypothalamus.
Fast and involuntary, correct. Which structure acts as the coordinator in a reflex action? What coordinates the coordinator of reflex action is what? Without the option.
Yes.
A. Brain. C. Cerebellum. C. Spinal cord. D. Medulla.
Medulla.
Spinal cord is the chief of reflex actions. Spinal cord is a structure that acts as a coordinator in reflex actions. Spinal cord. Spinal cord. The correct sequence in a reflex arc is dash. So give me the sequence in a reflex arc.
Sensory to
Use a receptor and the rest.
receptor to no sensory
Receptor to sensory neuron.
receptor to sensory to relay
Mhm.
to this place the
Motor neurons and then to what? Effector. Right?
CNS first.
Hmm?
CNS, then motor, then effector.
Central nervous system. Okay, yeah. But I was holding the options. Another name for another name for so I was going to sleep. Another name for sensory neuron is what? Is it
Afferent.
afferent? Okay. Why motor is
Efferent.
afferent? Next topic: sense organs. Which part of the eye controls the amount of light entering?
Iris.
You see now, iris, they didn't put UP here, they say retina, cornea, iris, lens. Iris, this is the one that all the questions have been seen. This is the one they normally put iris, iris, iris. So to be safe, tell them iris. The image formed on the retina is dash. Give me the two properties of the image formed on the retina.
Inverted.
And
Dim.
is it real or visual?
Real.
Real. Visual.
Real.
Real. Is it real or inverted? It's real and inverted.
Yeah,
So
inverted.
on your retina, the image is always turned upside down and it's real. So the image formed on the retina is real and inverted. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love the fact that many persons are here. Hope you are learning something. Next one. Which structure of the ear is responsible for balance?
Semicircular canal.
Semicircular canals. Next topic, endocrine system. Hormones are best described as Dan. 1 minute, guys. Boy, All right, next question. Hormones are best described as dash A. Digestive enzymes. B. Electrical impulses. C. Chemical passenger
Chemical,
messengers.
chemical
D.
messengers.
Waste. So chemical messengers, correct. Which gland is known as the master gland?
Pituitary.
Pituitary gland. The hormone responsible for growth
So, somato. It's
is what?
soma something protein.
Okay, well, in the option here, what is here is insulin, thyroxine,
Thyroxine.
growth hormone, adrenaline.
Thyroxine and the more.
No, thyroxine is not for growth, it's for general body metabolism.
And growth.
And but the major thing is that we have a hormone dedicated for growth, which is growth hormone.
Somatotropin.
Growth hormone, also called somatotropin. Somatotropin. All right. So, which hormone regulates blood sugar level?
Insulin.
Insulin. Right. Next one, reproduction. Reproduction is the biological process by which organisms A. Grow and develop. B. Obtain energy. C. Produce new individuals.
New
D. Rest
individuals.
individuals. Next question. Which type of reproduction involves only one parent?
Asexual.
Asexual. Good. Which of the following is an advantage of asexual reproduction? A. Produces variation. B. Requires two parents. C. Rapid population increase. D. Leads to evolution.
Rapid evolution.
Good. Which organism reproduces by binary fission? A. Hydra. B. Amoeba. C. Frame.
Amoeba.
Good. Budding occurs in dash.
Hydra.
Hydra. Good. Vegetative reproduction in plants does not occur through dash. A. Stem, roots, leaf, flower.
Flower.
Flower. Good. The male reproductive part of a flower is the dash.
The male was
Reproductive part of the flower is the dash. I think they ask you a particular question like this, then and you failed it.
female.
Okay, that was
I
female.
see. I see germination.
That's what you said, but it was wrong.
Yes.
The male reproductive part of, and I thought you put that topic in SS2. The male reproductive part of the
Stamen.
flower is the what? Stamen. Stamen. In fruits, what develops into fruits
Ovary.
and what develops into seed?
Ovary.
So ovary to fruits and ovule to seed. All right. Pollination is best defined as the transfer of pollen grains from
Anther to
anther to
stigma.
stigma. Which type of pollination promotes variation? Is
Cross.
it cross pollination? Fertilization in flowering plants occurs in the, is it
Ovary.
ovary? Ovary.
Ovary.
Yes.
Yeah.
It says ovary, B stigma, C anther, D
Ovary.
style. Ovary. Which structure produces sperm cells? Which structure produces sperm cells?
Testes.
Test is good. Fertilization in humans normally occurs in the,
Uterus.
fertilization in humans normally occurs in the,
This stuff.
my friend, be serious.
In fallopian to
Fallopian
oviduct.
tube, also called oviduct. So if you don't call it oviduct, you call it fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. All right. Next one. Which hormone is responsible for the development of secondary sexual
Testosterone.
testosterone? Don't go there and say rubbish. Oh. The hormone that prepares the uterus for implantation is dash.
Estrogen.
Is it A says estrogen, B progesterone, C testosterone, D oxytocin?
Estrogen.
The answer is progesterone.
Seriously.
Yes, progesterone. That thickening of the wall. You know,
Progesterone.
how many phases of the menstrual cycle do we have?
Physics.
How many phases of menstrual cycle do we have?
Like 4.
We have four. Number one, phases of the menstrual cycle. Number one.
Should be mission
Hmm?
of that's of egg.
You know, a cycle does not have a beginning. Actually, the first stage in menstrual cycle. Drop it in the comment section. A cycle does not have a beginning, but we can start from somewhere. Let me start from the menstrual phase. Menstrual phase, that is the blood flow phase. Menstrual phase. The next phase is what? After menstrual phase. Menstrual phase to me is supposed to be the last phase, but normally most times we take it first. So menstrual phase,
The
the next
first
phase.
is
The first is what?
not oogenesis.
Hmm?
Formation of egg.
Formation of egg.
Mm-hmm.
Formation of egg is what?
Then
It's called This one is the right term to use. There is follicular phase. I will explain. Follicular phase. From follicular phase to ovulation. That's ovulatory phase. And from ovulation to what? Corpus luteum phase. Corpus luteum phase. These are the four phases in the menstrual cycle. Let me start from the follicular phase. Follicle is just something growing around an immature egg.
Graphian
Immature eggs,
follicle.
is that
Graphian follicle.
Graphian follicle? Yes. Now, a female is born with as a female is born, no egg is produced again. They are born with their complete eggs. They don't produce egg again. Do you know?
Yes.
Instead, the egg will continue to reduce. So the immature egg will continue to grow in the follicle, and once it matures, the follicle will rupture, will burst,
And become corpus
and become corpus luteum. Good. Then the egg now will now move from that place and pass through the oviduct, right?
luteum. Yeah.
Oviduct. That stage is called what? Ovulation.
Ovulation.
All this while, produce to thicken the uterus so that in case there is fertilization in the oviduct, the uterus will be thick enough so that the fetus can be implanted. So progesterone is majorly involved in that. Why oxytocin? Oxytocin is involved in what?
Secretion of
Secretion of breast milk and
breast
what?
milk.
Contraction of the uterus. Abortion is oxytocin they inject them.
Yes.
Why? Which one is involved in milk ejection? Milk production,
Prolactin.
prolactin. All right. Now, implantation of the embryo occurs in the
Uterus.
uterus. Good. Next topic: growth. Growth. Growth is best defined as increase in size only, increase in mass only, irreversible increase in size and dry mass, increase in water content.
Yeah, that's a big increase in size.
That's C, correct. Growth in living organisms is said to be irreversible because it's
Can be that's
A occurs rapidly, B involves increase in cell number and size, C stops at maturity, D depends on nutrition. B involves increase in cell number and size. That's correct. Which of the following shows true growth? A expansion of a balloon, B increase in a crystal size, C increase in size of a seedling, D inflation of a tire.
C.
C, correct. Growth in plant occurs mainly in at the
Apical.
A leaves, B nuts, C meristems, D internodes.
Commit.
Hmm?
Stem.
Meristem, not stem.
Meristem.
Meristem.
Meristem is not secondary growth. Meristematic.
So growth in plants occurs mainly at the Did they specify if it's primary growth or secondary growth?
Yeah.
So we say leaf, or we say leaf or nodes or antinodes. Next question. Which tissue is responsible Which tissue is responsible for increasing length of roots and stems? Is it lateral meristem, apical meristem, cambium, or cortex
Say increase of in length.
of roots and stems?
Option.
Lateral meristem, apical meristem, cambium, cortex.
Cameras.
Apical meristem is the correct answer. Increase in git. Okay, you can jot that down.
Increase in what?
Increase in git of a woody stem.
Increase in
Another question, GIROTH. Let me see another term that can be used to replace that. Let me see another term that can be used to replace that. So, Girth, girth. So the measurement around the middle of something, especially a person's waist. So it's kind of around
Mine
middle of
is
something.
cambium. I understand. Cambium
What
something.
did the equation say again? Increase in the width of a woody stem is due to dash A. Apical meristem, B. Intercalary meristem, C. Lateral meristem, D. Epidermis. At this point, you've already choose apical meristem before as growth of roots and stems. The next one remaining is lateral meristem.
What's lateral?
Lateral is for woody stem. Increase in the gits also can you can say the middle length. All right, guys, following online, congratulations to our channel. I just hit 12,000 subscribers today. So tell me congratulations in the comment section. Tell me congratulations in the comment section. We just hit 12,000 subscribers today. And yesterday we hit 300,000 views. 300,000 views yesterday, and today we hit 12,000 subscribers. Tell me congratulations in the comment section. And thank you for supporting this channel. All right, if you've not subscribed, to click on the subscribe button. It will not cost you anything. All right, moving on. Growth in animals occurs mainly by dash. A. Cell elongation only. B. Cell division only. C. Cell division and cell enlargement. D. Absorption of water.
Cell division. Cell enlargement.
Good. Which hormone is mainly responsible for growth in humans? Is it thyroxine, insulin, growth hormone, adrenaline?
Growth hormone.
Growth hormone. Did they repeat that question? Yes. The graph that represents growth of an organism is usually dash.
Is this shape?
Yes, the shape.
Sigmoid.
Sigmoid. Good. That's S-shaped curve. Good. You are ready to spark. The phase of growth where rapid cell division occurs is the dash.
Cell division.
Hmm? The first phase is what?
Cell division.
Hmm?
Cell division.
The first phase is what? In that graph. In that graph, the first phase is
Okay.
what?
Jesus. Something.
Eh?
But the answer is like an exponential phase.
Exponential phase. Exponential phase is also called what?
Um, log.
Log
Log
phase.
phase.
Log phase. So, okay, if it is growing, it is exponential phase where the cell grows rapidly.
The first stage is what?
Hold on now. And we the if there's no longer increase, there's no increase, what will it be?
Lag.
Lag. No. Stationary is not increasing
Stationary.
again, it's just then from there, if it comes down.
Lag phase.
If it comes down is what?
Lag phase.
So when is decline? Hmm? When is the decline phase? Let me get that growth curve again. You can pass and check
Ownership.
growth curve. Growth curve. So those of you, yeah, I'm sharing my screen, everything on my screen, so you can see. Check now. Good. No, this one. So it starts with the lag phase. From the lag phase to the exponential
The log
phase,
phase.
then to the stationary
Stationary phase.
phase, then death or decline. So take note. Take note of that. This is the growth curve. This is the growth curve. Growth curve. So lag phase. Ella, thank you for your concern. Until you succeed. Until you succeed. Say concerned human being saying I was supposed to be sleeping. That's feeling guilty. I'm supposed to be sleeping and I'm doing this. Very concerned human being. Don't worry, you do well. Things.
Yes.
All right. So the first phase is actually the lag phase. From the lag phase to the log phase, from the log phase to the stationary phase, and death or decline. All right. Back to the question. One thing that made me happy today is that this thing is working now. Oh God, I was afraid. I was afraid that it's going. My money is waste. I was already telling the man I'm returning it. During which phase does growth rate slow down due to limited resources?
That is decline.
Is it decline?
Yes.
Unfortunately, A says lag phase, B says log phase, C says stationary phase, D says exponential phase. Eh? You said? At this point, with
Stationary
the option,
phase.
with
Stationary phase.
stationary phase,
Well, not, is it nothing changed the stationary phase?
yes, but it was growing exponentially before.
Mm-hmm.
Then, because of lack of resources, there is not increasing again, it just remain at a point.
I see rapidly decline.
During which phase does growth rate slow down
Okay, slow down.
due to limited resources?
Slow
It
down.
slows down, it's not even increasing again. It's just then until it will decline.
It does not slow down.
Hmm? It slows down
Okay,
actually.
growth rate slows down.
Growth is because it was increasing, but now it's no longer increasing. It's just on a normal level.
Okay, yeah.
Then it now start drastically decline. All right, next one. Factor does not affect growth. Nutrition, hormones, light excretion.
Light.
Light
Excretion.
excretion is the answer.
But how does light affect?
The experiment of tropism.
Okay, okay. Etiolation.
Want your picture to be there?
I thought putting picture here.
No, they're working on the last season. All right, moving on. Lack of protein in diet affects growth mainly because proteins are needed for dash. A. Energy supply. B. Enzyme action. C. Tissue building and repair.
Tissue
D.
building and repair.
Respiration.
Tissue building and repair.
Tissue building and repair. Number 14. Growth is best measured using dash.
Dry.
Dry weight.
Right.
Good. Dry weight is preferred because it dash.
Enemies water.
Thank you very much. I love the fact that you're ready to spark. Development refers to dash. A. Increase in size only. B. Irreversible increase in dry mass. C. Qualitative changes in an
Qualitative
organism.
changes.
Qualitative changes in an organism. Good. Development differs from growth because it dash.
It can be reversed.
Eh?
It can be reversed.
A says is reversible.
This is what?
Is reversible.
Reversible.
B says involves changes in form and function. C says occurs only in plants. D says stops at maturity.
A.
Development reversible? So you'll be developed and tomorrow you'll not be developed again. Development is not reversible.
Not reversible.
The development differs from growth because it
Stops at maturity.
do elimination now is reversible. That one is obviously out.
Stops at maturity.
Stops at maturity. Development stops at maturity
That's the only thing that is
or
there.
growth stops at maturity.
So, which is our option?
Involves changes in form and function.
Form.
Yes, and function. It involves changes in form. Some you become muscular, you become this, on that. Your voice.
Development or growth.
You say?
They don't want development or growth.
What is growth? What is development?
When if someone becomes muscular, I think development or growth.
I'm asking you now, what's the difference between growth and development? Deep voice is what?
Development.
Good. That's changing. Give me one change in form.
In form.
And one change in function.
Yes.
BS.
Yes.
BS is it growth or development?
Development.
Development.
It's not growing of beings, not development of beings.
That's English. That's English, not biology. But the answer here is involves changes in form and function. Which,
But growth also involves changing in form.
yes, can involve change in form.
That's not the difference between them.
Form and function. Growth has nothing to do with function. Which of the following shows complete metamorphosis? A. Grasshopper, cockroach, butterfly, termite.
So grasshopper, cockroach, butterfly.
Butterfly. The correct sequence in complete metamorphosis is dash.
Egg or egg, yes.
Egg.
Then to the pupa.
Is it egg to
Sorry,
pupa?
egg to lava, then pupa, then to that guy. Imago.
So egg to larva to pupa to adult. In incomplete metamorphosis, the young one is called
Name.
nymph. Good. The process by which a seed begins to grow is called
Germination.
germination. Good. Which organism is not necessary for seed germination? Sorry. Which condition is not necessary for seed germination? A. Oxygen. B. Water. C. Suitable temperature. D. Light.
Light.
Light. Good. During germination, food stored in the cotyledon is used mainly for dash. A. Respiration and growth. B. Photosynthesis. C.
Respiration and
Reproduction.
growth.
Respiration and growth. Next one. Which hormone controls forces in insects?
Jesus. Thyroxine.
A. No. Metamorphosis in insects. A. Thyroxine. C.
Thyroxine.
Juvenile hormone. D. Growth hormone. What is this juvenile hormone?
I don't know. I know the answer is thyroxine.
Let's check it out.
I'm very sure.
Let's check juvenile hormone. Juvenile hormone. Juvenile hormones are crucial insect hormones that regulate development, reproduction,
Seriously.
and physiological processes, primarily secreted by that. Juvenile hormones are a group of so
Whether
thyroxine,
it affects.
is general body metabolism for animals, for humans. So that question, let me confirm, though I know it's juvenile hormone, but let's clear all doubts, all available doubts. Most of you have left online. So yes, is the hormone that controls metamorphosis in insects is ecdysone.
It's what?
Ecdysone,
Egg
which
what?
is not ecdysone, which is not in the option. It means, hold on. Okay, ecdysone, juvenile hormone. Okay, so basically, is either ecdysone or juvenile hormone.
Egg this one spelling.
Ecdysone is Ecdysone. Then
Okay, metamorphosis in insects.
in insects, yes, ecdysone or juvenile
Egg this
hormone.
one, is it for metamorphosis in insects or
Yes.
for that is that's shedding.
And shedding is part of ecdysis is part of
Yeah.
metamorphosis, no? Shedding of the exoskeleton. So, but if they ask you, please say juvenile hormones. Juvenile is Juvenile.
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 Like
Yes.
still juvenile.
Yes. Guys, we just hit 12,100 subscribers. We just hit 12,100 subscribers. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. So before tomorrow, let's hit 12,200. Let's make it 12,500. So you can always share the link. Thank you. You can use 12,000. If we hit 13,000 subscribers tomorrow, I'll do giveaway. All right, next one. Metamorphosis in frog is controlled mainly by dash.
It's still hormone.
Yes, yes. Write this thing down because
Thyroxine.
thyroxine. Good.
Yes.
So you see, metamorphosis in
I'm like
insects
opposites.
in insect is juvenile hormone? Why? But they're asking what you are preparing for. Metamorphosis in insect is juvenile hormone, while metamorphosis in frog is controlled by thyroxine. It's controlled by thyroxine. Yes, it's preparing for jam. All right. Next question, please. Which statement best distinguishes growth from development? Growth is qualitative, development is quantitative. B. Growth is quantitative, development is qualitative. C. Both are qualitative. D. Both are quantitative.
B.
B. That's correct.
Wait, but growth. Development too is quantitative and qualitative.
Development.
Yes.
How?
Because when you're growing beards, your hair increases.
Oh, that's not. Now, which of the following is an example of development but not growth? A. Increase in height. B. Increase in dry mass. C. Differentiation of tissues. D. Increase in number of cells.
Differentiation.
Differentiation of tissues. Next topic: response to stimulus. Irritability.
Mm.
Irritability is the ability of an organism to dash.
Sensitivity.
To do what?
Sensitivity.
To
Sensitivity.
to respond to stimuli. A stimulus is best described as dash.
Change in the
Change in the
environment.
environment. Good. The growth response of a plant part towards light is called.
Etiolation.
It's not in the option.
Why? That's not in the option. Positive phototropism.
Phototropism. They didn't say
But the etiolation
you
is
can't.
correct.
Isn't.
I'm correct when I say
Yeah,
etiolation.
but you can't say positive phototropism. They didn't say towards light.
It's towards light now.
Okay, towards light is an option. So Kayode say what textbook? Textbook. This is not a textbook. I just compiled questions. It's not a textbook. I just compiled questions on all the topics in biology. This thing took my time. I've been on it since. I've been on it since after compiling. Yeah. Next one. Downward growth of roots in response to gravity is known as dash.
Hmm?
Downward growth of roots in response to gravity is known as dash.
Positive geotropism.
Positive geotropism, that's correct. Which plant which plant response is independent of the direction of stimulus?
Independent.
Yes.
Jesus. Tactic.
Huh?
Tactic.
Is it phototropism? Is it geotropism? Is it sigmotropism? Is it nastic movement?
Nasty.
Nastic movement. What is sigmotropism?
Timo. Touch.
Touch pressure. The bending of plant shoots towards light is mainly due to dash. A. Even distribution of oxygen. B. Uneven distribution of
Uneven
oxygen.
distribution.
Good. Next one. The organ that receives stimulus is called the dash. The organ
Receptor.
that receives stimulus is called the dash.
Receptor.
Receptor, that's correct.
Also sensory.
So you're asking how can you get the equations based on topics. My battery is low. Jesus. Hold on, let me charge now. How can you get the equations? If you register for my Jamb online class, you can always request for it. I'll send it to the group. That's if you register for my Jamb online class, I'll send it to the group. If you've not registered, I don't send documents to individuals. I don't send documents to individuals. Oh, my phone, it wants to over. I didn't even notice. Thank God. All right, guys, let's move on. You're asking the textbook you used to read. Which textbook did you use?
Modern.
Modern, essential. Modern and essential. All right, moving on. Which structure brings about response? Is it receptor, effector, sensory neuron, relay neuron?
Question again.
Which structure brings about response in animals?
Mm. Option.
Receptor, effector, sensory
Effector.
neurons, relay
Effector.
neurons. Huh?
Effector.
Effector, that's good. The pathway taken by a nerve impulse during a reflex action is a what?
Action potential. It.
Plant responses are faster than animal responses, slower than plant responses. Plant responses are usually
Animal.
slower and
Plant responses.
hmm?
Plant responses.
What do you say?
Plant responses are slow.
Are slower. Okay. Movement in Mimosa pudica when touched is an example of that.
Signotropism.
Eh?
Signotropism. Wait. Signotropism.
Signotropism is not in the
What
option.
are
A
the
says
options?
phototropism, B says seismonasty,
Number.
C says geotropism, D says chemotropism.
Seismonasty.
Okay, it says monasty is spelled Seimonasty.
Come again.
Seimonasty. Do you know the Mimosa pudica?
That one touch and die.
Touch and die. Mhm. This guy knows you, and I'm not saying your picture. He just mentioned your name.
Who?
Kayode. He said, okay, sir, thanks, David. David that is there. Oga Kayode. So it has they don't recognize your voice. Oga, it's okay. We'll see on Saturday. Variation refers to dash.
Differentiation species.
Differences among individuals of the same species. Next one, which of the following? We've entered the next topic, not topic, variation. Which of the following is an example of continuous variation? A. Blood group, tongue rolling, height, albinism. That's correct. Which characteristic shows discontinuous variation? Weight, height, skin color, blood group.
Blood group.
That's correct. Okay, the person you say you're on my group, no problem. Just remind me on the group to send this stuff I'm using, these compiled questions to the group. I'll send it. Which of the following is not a genetic cause of variation? A. Mutation, crossing over, fertilization, nutrition.
Nutrition.
Nutrition, that's correct. Variation caused by environmental factors is dash. Is it inherited? Is it not inherited? Is it always continuous? Is it always discontinuous?
Heritage.
Hmm?
Heritage.
Variation caused by environmental factors is dash. Is it inherited? Is it not inherited? Is it always continuous, always discontinuous?
It's always continuous.
Environmental factors. Do you pass it on?
This guy.
Which guy? Lamarck.
Lama.
Was that theory correct? The theory was disproved now. Lamarck's theory is not. Who is this person calling me now? Now Jamb, I can recognize this number. I'll be calling profile code, profile code. Please, profile code. Many persons are on it. Just relax. If you want it to be fast, I think I now see that if you use the number that you, maybe a SIM card that you use your NIN to register. But for now, just hold on. Know how many messages I receive on a daily basis on profile code. But thank God, most persons under my group have gotten it. Because those are the people I care most about. So if you're not there, find a way to be there so I'll care most about you. You can chat me up on WhatsApp. Variation is important in evolution because it dash. A. Prevents competition. B. Leads to extinction. C. Provides material for natural selection. D. Ensures equal survival.
Provides material.
That's correct. Moving on. Which of the following increases genetic variation? A. Asexual reproduction. B. Self-pollination. C. Sexual reproduction. D. Binary fission.
Sexual reproduction.
That's correct. Which variation is most likely to be inherited? Body weight, scars, blood group, body size.
Blood group.
Good. A continuous variation is usually controlled by dash. A. One gene. B. Two genes only. C. Many genes. D. No genes.
A gene.
Hmm?
One gene.
Continuous variation. If the variation is continuous, then it should be controlled by many genes. Many genes is the answer. Many genes is the answer. Next question. Okay, people are coming back online. That's good. That's good. That's good. Continuous variation is best represented by using dash. What is this to best represent continuous variation?
One graph like that.
Is it bar chart, pie chart,
Bar chart,
histogram?
yes.
Is it bar chart or histogram? Do you know the difference between bar chart and histogram?
Histogram is one that you join. Bar chart
Mm-hmm.
is separate.
So which one do they used to use?
Histogram.
Histogram is what is used. So continuous variation is best represented using histogram. Guys, try.
Okay.
Moving on, discontinuous variation is best represented using dash. Is it histogram, bar chart, frequency curve, scatter diagram?
Mm. It's continuous.
Yes.
Option again.
A says histogram, B says bar chart, C frequency curve, D scatter diagram.
Sequential curve.
No,
Bar charts.
no.
Other
Bar
question.
chart is correct. So know that continuous variation is what is used?
Histogram.
Histogram. Why discontinuous?
Bar charts.
Bar chart.
Wow.
Next one, inheritance. That's the next topic. Inheritance. The unit of inheritance is the dash.
Gene.
Gene. Alternate forms of a gene are called
Alleles.
alleles. An organism with two identical alleles or a trait is
It's homozygous.
homozygous. Homozygous. A dominant allele is one that dash.
It is expressed when present. Certain
A
phenotype.
appears only in homozygous condition. B marks the effect of another allele. C is always harmful. D disappears in F2 generation.
C. B, sorry.
B marks the effect of another allele. Correct. Kyle say, how can you join your group, my group? Okay, you can join. You can send me a message on WhatsApp. My number. Let me write my number on the screen. So this is my number. 0683945881. So this is my WhatsApp number. So you can chat me up on WhatsApp. Registration is still ongoing. Registration is 20,000 and it covers you till Jam in April. Most persons on this live stream I'm seeing on this live stream, they're already on that group. So you can chat me up. You can make payment twice and you'll be added. And once you're added, you'll be sent previous lessons. So everything we've covered, I'll send it to you. So you can be on the same page with us. The aim is 350 and above in Jam. I've told them on that group that anybody that scores less than 300 in Jam, that person, you don't know what you are doing. Score less than 300 in that group, you didn't know what you were doing in the first place. All right, moving on. In a monohybrid cross, in a hi, Ella, I feel it. Ella, I think, okay, because of you, let me do something now. The questions of biology are still long, are still plenty. I will be very honest with you. This biology might be ongoing till around 12 a.m. before we start thinking about chemistry. So, or if we cannot finish before that 12 a.m. because it's actually the questions actually cover all the topics in biology. So maybe I will fix another day for chemistry and other subjects. I'm very sorry for that, for those persons now offering biology. You've been waiting since. Your comment touched me, saying loyalty the end. Yes, power, Kayode. Okay, moving on. In a monohybrid cross between two heterozygous individuals, the phenotypic ratio in F2 is dash.
The phenotypic ratio.
Yes.
3. Wait, F2.
Yes. Thanks for understanding, Ella.
Jesus.
In a monohybrid cross between two heterozygous individuals, the phenotypic ratio in F2 is dash.
F2.
Yes.
1 to 1.
No, monohybrid cross between two heterozygous. Yes, you're new here. You're very welcome. You're welcome. So, in a monohybrid cross, the question says in a monohybrid cross between two, monohybrid cross means they differ in one character, in one trait. Let's say the trait we are looking at is height. Is
Mm-hmm.
height. So, since heterozygous meaning capital T and small t, right? That's
Yes.
heterozygous now times the other one is capital T, small t too.
Mm-hmm.
If you cross it, what will you have? You have one capital T, capital T. You cross again. If you cross again, you have what? Capital T, small t. If you cross again, this to this, you have capital T, small t. If you cross again, this to this, you have small t, small t. Abi? Now, this one, is it the first filial generation or second filial generation?
First.
This F1 generation. So, how will you get the second filial generation?
I think you cross the TT, the big T with small t.
Is that
I think you cross big T with small
with
t.
this and this? If you cross this and this, what will you have?
You
You
have
all have,
all TTs.
but is that the right thing to do?
Um,
It is always a when you're having different offsprings in the F1 generation, crossing crossing can be different. Like you decide to get second filial generation, you can decide to cross this heterozygous dominant, this capital T with capital T, small t, or with this one or with this one. But basically, for exam purpose, note that the answer is always 3:1. 3:1. 3:1.
that's a straight to one.
Yes. That's the phenotypic ratio. Well, basically, if you check that F1 generation safe, if you check that F1 generation,
Yes,
it's
yes.
still 3:1. Three
Yeah.
tall, one short. The genotypic ratio in the F2 generation of a monohybrid cross is what? The
The
genotypic
what?
ratio in the F2
Genotypic.
genotypic.
1 to 1.
Hmm?
1 to 1.
The genotypic ratio in the F2 generation of a monohybrid cross is that complete. Monohybrid cross between homozygous or heterozygous. We don't know. We're not told in the question. We're not told in the question because homozygous, if it is homozygous, it's different from when it is heterozygous, right? You said you didn't understand question 5. Yeah. So the genotypic ratio in the F2 generation, but the question is not complete because if you want to cross now, we don't know if you are crossing homozygous, that's capital T, or heterozygous. We don't know. So that the question did not specify that. Next topic, sex determination. In humans, sex is determined by the dash.
Y chromosome.
Ovum only, B sperm only, C is both parents equally, D
Sperm.
sperm only. Two chromosomes, what and what?
Either X or Y.
X and Y.
Either X or Y.
Is that what?
X.
X, right? Good. X. That's why we are XX. We have out of the 46 chromosomes we have, 20, 44 are what?
Are autosomes.
Autosomes, that's non-sex chromosomes. Why two are what?
Allosomes.
Two are allosomes or sex chromosomes. Good. Now the male child inherits his Y chromosome from the dash.
From the pops. From his father.
From the pops. Okay, now no wala. Which of the following is a sex-linked trait? A. Albinism. B. Sickle cell anemia. C. Hemophilia. D. Skin color.
Hemo.
Hemophilia. Do you know why I hate this hemophilia? It's sex linked, like, right? It affects mostly males, right? But do you know that you inherit it from your mom? If you have, it's linked to the X chromosome. It's linked to the X chromosome.
Uh-huh.
And as a male, you inherited your X chromosome
XY.
from your mom
Yeah.
and your wife from your dad. It means since it is linked to the X chromosome, you inherit it from your mom, but they don't express it. They only have it. It's recessive in them. But when you inherit it as a male, you express it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, uh, for even to be bald, like bald hair, you inherit it from your mom. It's linked to the X chromosome, but they don't express it. It's always very painful. They don't express it, but okay, you just dismiss prep now. You're welcome to the live stream. You see, so it's not only you that's in boarding school. Somebody just in boarding school, just finish prep now and join the live stream. He's not with phone there.
Wow.
He actually talked to me on how he's joining this. Is saying the name is part of my Jamb online class using his teacher's phone. A colorblind woman must have the genotype dash. A colorblind woman must have the genotype dash. A. X raised to power n, X raised to power n. B. X raised to power n, X raised to power c.
X N
C.
X
XC, XC. D. XCY.
XC
Why?
because colorblind.
Colorblind. That's it must be to for you to express it. You must be homozygous or it must be a car. You must be homozygous. It must show forth. You must be homozygous for it to show. The ABO blood group system is controlled by how many alleles? Hmm?
4.
Mention the four
Sorry,
alleles.
3.
Three alleles.
Yes, 4.
Mention the three alleles.
I raised power of A, I
Hmm?
raised power of E, I raised power of O.
So A, B, and O. And that A, B, and O, you know it represents the what? Blood
Blood
group.
group.
The blood group A. That A, is it the antigen or antibody?
That's the anti-gene.
Antigen. So the name of the blood group is the antigen.
Yes.
I know somebody of blood group A that has antigen A cannot have antibody
Yeah, you have antibody
A.
B.
That has antibody B. Good. A man with blood group O marries a woman with blood group AB.
Mhm.
Hold on. My screen is. A man with blood group O marries a woman with blood group AB. What blood group can their children have?
A and B.
A or B? Good. Evolution. Next topic, evolution. We are making progress. We are making progress, but we're making progress. We've not gone half.
Ow.
But
What is last topic?
I said all the topics in biology, all
What's
the
last
topics.
topic now?
Eh? You said?
Okay, ecology is among.
Okay now. Evolution is best defined as dash. A. Sudden appearance of organisms. B. Gradual change in organisms over time. C. Struggle for existence. D. Survival of the strongest.
Gradual change.
Gradual change in organisms over time. Good. The theory of evolution by natural selection was proposed by what?
Darwin and Wallace.
Charles Darwin and Wallace. What's in the option is Charles Darwin. Which of the everything is getting low today? My phone is now low too. Let me charge. Let's move. Which of the following provides the raw material for evolution? Is it mutation, reproduction, adaptation, competition?
Competition.
Huh?
With
Raw material for evolution.
adaptation.
Raw material for evolution is
Adaptation.
mutation. Mutation. Guys,
Is it
don't be.
mutation adaptation?
It's mutation.
Evolution.
Yes. Mutation is changing. What's mutation? Alteration.
DNA
In
sequence.
Do you know why it's mutation? Mutation affects the DNA sequence. Gene. That's how you can evolve it. So because that one can be transmitted from us from parents to offspring. Adaptation, those ones that cannot adapt will die off. Abi,
Mm.
those ones that can adapt, they now develop something that makes them to adapt, meaning some mutation have taken place. So it's actually mutation that
Mutation.
makes them to adapt. When I know verse, let me eat before I faint. If I faint on this live stream now, all of you will later. Which condition is necessary for natural selection to occur? A. No variation. B. Overproduction of offsprings. C. Equal survival of organisms. D. Unlimited resources. Come and eat though before you say I'm wicked.
B. Overproduction.
Overproduction of offsprings, correct. Let me do something now. Okay, moving on. Survival of the fittest means that organisms A are physically strongest, B live the
Best
strongest, D
adapted.
best adapted. Good. Please be telling me the answer before the option. Don't stress me. Those online they already seen the option. So you that is not seen the option, just tell me the answer before the option. I love this spoon. You can always bend it like it and put it in your plate. Okay, moving on. Which of the following is not a factor of natural selection?
Option.
A variation, competition, mutation, inheritance.
Yeah. Wait, come
You're
again.
asking the subject, this is biology. Which of the following is not a factor of natural selection? A variation, B competition, C mutation, D inheritance.
The inheritance.
Hmm?
And
Mutation is the answer.
it didn't say mutation.
Hmm?
It's
Mutation leads to evolution,
yeah,
but we're
but
not asking natural
the
selection.
mutation does not affect necessarily.
No.
What is one
Which of the following is not a factor of natural selection? What is natural selection?
best adapted survive?
Best adapted survives, right?
Mm-hmm. What if
So,
mutation? Adaptation. Mutation brings about adaptation.
yes.
Yes, that's a factor indirectly.
Is that
A factor.
indirectly? Yeah, we are talking directly. Well, most of these things they can be the options to pick the ones that is closest to being out. If not strictly looking at them, you can see it can be correct. Adaptive features that help organisms survive in their environment are called dash
Adaptation.
adaptation. Which evidence of evolution involves structures with similar origin but different functions? Which evidence of evolution involves structures with similar
Embryology.
hmm?
Embryo-
Is that
Embryology.
is it an analogous structures, homologous structures, vestigial organs, fossils
With what? With same structure but different
with
function.
similar origin but different functions?
Analogous.
No, homologous
Homologous.
structures they have similar origin but different functions. Analogous, if they're analog, they have similar function. Do you understand?
Uh-uh. How? Homologous.
Homologous, they have
Have
similar
different function.
origin but different functions. Okay, somebody's calling my attention to that question that mutation affect natural selection. The answer is inheritance. Let's look at that question again. Let's go back to that question. Which of the following is not a factor of natural selection? It's not a factor of natural selection. Well, strictly speaking, this particular question, everything here is a factor because natural selection. Okay, if I've acquired a trait that makes me to survive in the environment, though Lamarck's theory was disproved. Lamarck's theory was disproved that acquired traits are not transmitted to the offspring, right? That was why Lamarck's
Lamarck said that
theory.
inherited acquired traits are
Hmm? That was his theory that
yes,
inherited traits,
acquired traits.
acquired traits are transmitted,
Yes,
right? But we know it is not correct because if I go to the gym and have big muscle, I will not like my big muscle now. Oh, sorry, I left it at home. It cannot be transmitted to my offspring. So that theory was disproved. It's not correct. So the question says which of the following is not a factor of natural selection? So, like I said, strictly speaking, all of them are factors. Mutation. Okay, well, that's true. Inheritance should be the right answer here because mutation, if we've established the fact before that mutation can lead to adaptation, so
yes.
it can lead to natural selection. It can is a factor that. So, thank you for drawing my attention to that. So, inheritance should be the right answer
Also
here.
inheritance too.
You said?
Also inheritance.
You said?
Also inheritance.
Also inheritance. How?
How? Let's see.
Like I said, strictly speaking, but you look at the one that is a little out of it in the option. If you're saying inheritance, what
No,
if
inheritance
I
does not.
acquired a trait? Inheritance does not in a strict manner because what if I acquired a trait to survive in the environment and I survived? I did not die off because I acquired a trait. Acquired traits are not passed on. So since acquired traits are not passed on, inheritance is not strictly a factor that affects natural selection. Thank you very much for that. All right, moving on. Where are we again? So we're talking about which evidence of evolution involves structures with similar origin but different functions. So we said homologous structures. Homologous structures. Now the third one here says vestigial organs. What are vestigial organs?
Organs that are in the body but they don't have function.
They don't have function. Like what?
We call that vertebrata in human beings.
Your appendix also. All right, next one. The wings of birds and bats are examples of that. They normally ask this question in Jamb. The wings of birds
Adaptation.
and bats are examples of that. A. Analogous structures, vestigial structures, homologous structures, artificial selection.
Ah, analogous function.
We said homologous structures are what?
Same
Involve structures with
origin,
similar origin but different
different
function.
function.
What does bats use its wings for?
To
What does
fly,
birds use its wings for?
to fly.
Hold on here. Let me confirm something here. Let me confirm something here. I know why I shared my entire screen. I can actually share only my Word documents, but I decided to share my entire screen. So anything I'm doing, you see on the screen. So the wings of birds and bats are examples of analogous structures. This means they serve the same function but have different anatomical origins. So there was a mistake here. So the answer here is supposed to be analogous structures because from what we said before now, from what we said before, we said that analogous they are from
Then
different.
what's the origin of? So just continue.
We said they have different for them to say analog, they have different origin but the same function. They are used to fly. This one is of bat, this one is of bird, but they have the same function, similar function of being of flying. But homologous, the same origin. Which structure is vestigial in humans? A says appendix, B heart, C kidney, D kidney.
Appendix.
Fossils are important in the study of evolution because they dash.
Teacher.
Fossils or fossils. How is that in even pronounced? Is it fossil fuels or fossil fuels?
Fossil fuel. Fossil fuel.
Important in the study of evolution because they dash. A. Show present day organisms. B. Provide food for organisms. C. Show evidence of past life. D. Prevent extinction.
Show the evidence of past life.
Good. Which process involves humans selecting organisms with desirable traits?
Artificial selection.
Good. Next question. Specialization occurs when dash. Specialization occurs when dash. A. Organisms stop reproducing. B. Organisms migrate. C. New species are formed. D. Organisms adapt temporarily.
These species are found.
New species are
Is it
formed. Good.
specialization or speciation?
Speciation, sorry. Speciation. New species are formed. Next one. Which type of isolation can lead to speciation? Is it nutritional isolation, geographical isolation, artificial isolation, seasonal change? Which one can lead to speciation?
Nutrition.
A story was told of two goats that were living together, the same species were living together. They now carry one cross mountain, go to a very far place. We left the other one here. That one stayed there for a very long time. They brought it back with the offspring, and they discovered that they cannot mate. The one they used to cross over and this one, the one that was left there cannot mate.
What?
Because due to geographical differences, that one have evolved to be another species. Have developed new species because of the environmental factors and the rest. So the answer here is geographical isolation. Geographical isolation. Industrial melanin in peppered nuts. This question is in
It's a
Jamb.
Cambridge.
This question I've seen. You know when you've done jump past question, you just see question. This one is industrial melanism in peppered nuts is evidence of dash. Mutation, artificial selection, natural selection, inheritance.
Artificial selection.
Shut up your mouth. The which is artificial selection. What's the answer?
So it's not artificial selection.
It's not artificial
It's
selection.
artificial selection.
How?
Industrial
It's actually artificial selection, not natural selection. I actually took the wrong thing here too. Industrial. Ecology is the next one. Ecology is the next one. Guys, some of you will be here from. uh, How many hours have we spent on this live stream, sir?
9:30 to
9:30. We've spent 9:30 now to 9:30 to 11:20. That's how many hours? It's not even up to 2 hours.
Yeah,
So
nearly 2 hours. Yeah.
it's nearly 2 hours, 10 minutes to 2 hours. We still have like 4 hours to go, guys. But we're making progress. Hope you are learning something. Next one. Ecology is the study of dash.
Of interaction between organism and its
The
ecosystem.
organisms and their environment.
And the ecosystem.
You said your brain is on fire. You need more explanation. You need more explanation. Okay. Which one is that? I don't know. But let's move on. A group of organisms of the same species living in an area is called a dash.
Population.
Population, the same species, population. All the populations of different species living together in an area form a what?
Community.
Community.
Is that the next question?
Yeah. Which of the following includes both living and non-living components?
Echo.
Ecosystem.
System.
Good. Which of the following is a biotic factor? Temperature, rainfall, light, bacteria.
Bacteria.
Bacteria. Good. Which of the following is an abiotic factor? Fungi, plants, wind, animals.
Wind.
The place where an organism lives is called
Niche. Habitat.
niche or habitat or community or population.
With
The place where an organism lives is called
Habitat.
habitat. The role an organism plays is called a niche, right? Which organism is a producer?
plants.
Is it goat, grass, lion, man?
Grass.
Organisms that feed directly on producers are
Primary consumers.
primary consumers. Good. Which of the following is a decomposer?
Fungi.
Fungi. The option says grasshopper, frog, mushroom, snake.
Mushroom.
Good. A food chain always begins with dash.
Producer.
Good. Which of the following best describes a food web?
Series of a
Single feeding pathway, complex feeding
multiple
relation.
complex feeding.
Complex.
Feeding.
My eye don't dey turn me to talk. Talking for almost 2 hours now. Energy in an ecosystem flows dash from where to where?
from
Is it from consumers to producers?
producer to consumer
Producers to
to
consumers.
last decomposer.
Good. Which ecological each trophic level?
Pyramid of energy.
Pyramid of energy. Good. The major in an ecosystem is the what?
Producer. Sun.
The sun. The sun. Thank you, Choma. The sun. Symbiosis in which both organisms benefit is what?
Mutualism.
Mutualism. So symbiosis is actually divided into two, right?
For some people don't
Into
even exist.
even secondary school. I remember where I was taught that symbiosis
On its own.
is on its own,
That is just as a genius law.
but it's wrong. Symbiosis is divided into three. It is symbiosis is just relationship between two organisms. Whether they are gaining or losing is not our business.
Parasitism.
Parasitism, commensalism, mutualism
Mutualism.
are types of symbiosis, but they will teach the wrong thing from the beginning. All right, moving on. An association where one organism benefits, and the other is harmed is called what?
Parasitism.
Parasitism. Next one. Competition occurs when organisms dash
Struggle for nutrients.
struggle for limited resources. Good. Which human activity can lead to ecological imbalance? A. Afforestation, wildlife conservation, bush burn. Okay, next one. Next one. Let's move on. Conservation of natural resources. That's the next topic. Conservation of natural resources. Next one. Conservation of natural resources refers to dash A. Total exploitation of resources. B. Wise use and management of resources. C. Storage of resources only. D. Destruction of resources.
Wide use management of resources.
Wise use and management of resources. Renewable natural resource. Coal, petroleum, natural gas,
Forest.
forest. Which practice helps conserve forest resources? Bush burning,
Conservation.
deforestation, afforestation, overgrazing.
Afforestation.
Good. The cutting.
Afforestation.
Good. Which of the following is not a reason for conservation? A. Prevention of extinction, maintenance of ecological balance, increase in population, sustainable resource use.
Increase in population.
National parks and game. Time is going. Who told you time is going? Now it's 11:26. As a student preparing for Jamb, you want to score 3. You should be sleeping by 3 a.m. As a matter of fact, the original plan was that this class is ending by 3 a.m. So we've not gone half of the class. Guys. A. Promote tourism only. B. Conserve wildlife. Conserve wildlife. Good. Which of the following is a non-renewable resource? Water, forest, wind, crude oil. Crude oil, correct. Soil erosion can best be prevented by dash. Bush burning, deforestation, planting, cover crops, overgrazing. Which method conserves soil fertility? Continuous cropping, crop rotation, overcropping, bush burning.
Crop. Wait. Wait. What is that one?
Which method conserves soil fertility? Continuous cropping, crop rotation, overcropping, bush burning.
Crop rotation.
Hey, I will not die but live. I have a headache. The amount my lips is holding. Is your lips paining you?
Yes.
Guy, it's paining me. I need to Vaseline this evening. Say, put Vaseline. It's paining me seriously. I need to leave Nigeria.
Do not stop.
As if there's no matter in any other place. Overgrazing leads to dash. Increased soil fertility, soil erosion, afforestation, increased
Soil
coverage.
erosion.
Soil erosion. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. 2 minutes to 2 hours. That's nice. We are trying, we are trying. Okay, I should not go. I should remain in Nigeria. They play now. Beg me, I'll come sponsor me come out for this country. All right. Those of you that have not registered for my Gem online class, send me a message. Send me a message to register. You're actually missing a lot if you're not there. We learn every day, Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m., 9 p.m. 6 p.m. is the first round. 9 p.m. is past question. So normally the past question we used to do it on the group. We don't used to do it as live stream like this. It's only the lectures we. So, but today I decided to do it as a live stream. But this past question used to be on the group, and it used to be on the topic I treat that day. But today I decided to take something different, do something different. All right. This is my number on the screen. Excellent Simplified. You can chat me up. I already saw some messages. Already saw some messages. I believe they are from people on this group. But I will always respond to a lot of messages that I always respond to them when I'm done with this live stream. Wildlife conservation helps to dash A, reduce biodiversity, maintain destroy habitats.
B.
B, said which state am I? I'm currently in Enugu State, but I'm not from Enugu State. Which of the following practices helps conserve water? Leaving taps open, irrigation wastage, rainwater harvesting, oil spillage.
Yeah, what are this?
Good. Is achieved by dash.
Yeah.
A, using small mesh nets. B, fishing during breeding season. C, using poison. D, regulating fishing activities.
Regulating fishing activities.
Regulating
Fishing activities.
which of the following causes desertification? Is it afforestation, irrigation, overgrazing, mulching?
Overgrazing.
Tell me what you know about mulching.
Mulching. Covering the surface with.
Sir?
Covering soil surface with either forest crops or I think this like organic manure
All right.
improve
Like the
fertility.
leaves and the rest. Okay, say which state are you from? I'm from River State. Kayode is asking when is the Ice Park finals. It's on Saturday. That's 2 days from now. Tomorrow is Friday, so after tomorrow,
I try.
I am ready to spark. Oh boy, be ready to spark. Oh,
It's painful.
what is painful?
Gosh.
Go there and demolish. The major aim of conservation is to The major aim of conservation is to dash A, prevent resource use, B, maximize exploitation, C, ensure sustainable use, D,
Ensure
eliminate human
sustainable.
activities,
Ensure sustainable use.
ensure sustainable use. Good. Pollution. Pollution. They say David Sparkle, they are rooting for you. So go and demolish. Go and bring it home. Pollution is defined as dash. That's the next topic. Pollution is defined as dash. Presence of useful substances in the environment, contamination of the environment with harmful substances, natural changes, recycling of waste materials. So
Harmful substances.
good. Next one. Which of the following is an air pollutant? Sewage, carbon monoxide, fertilizer, detergent.
Carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide. Exhaust fumes from vehicles mainly cause dash. Water pollution, soil pollution, air pollution.
Air pollution.
Which of the following is not a source of water pollution? Oil spillage, sewage, industrial effluents, afforestation.
Forestation.
Which of the following which of the following causes noise pollution? Factories, music at low volume, trees,
Factories.
rivers.
Factories.
Acid rain is caused mainly by what?
Nitrites.
A says oxygen.
Nitrogen oxides.
A says oxygen and nitrogen. B says sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. C says carbon dioxide and oxygen.
Sulfur dioxide.
Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides. Next one, which of the following is a soil pollutant? Or smoke, oil spillage, carbon monoxide, noise.
Oil spillage.
The release of untreated waste into water bodies leads to,
Pollution.
is it
Water.
eutrophication, afforestation, desertification, conservation?
Eutrophication.
Tell me what you know about eutrophication.
Increase in algae growth in water bodies.
Increase in algae growth in water
due
bodies due
to
to
fertilizer spillage.
fertilizer spillage.
Yeah,
Okay, due to increased nutrients in water. Now, do you think eutrophication will cause increase in BOD? What's BOD? What's BOD and what's DO? BOD means biological oxygen demand, while DO means dissolved oxygen.
it will increase biological. It will reduce biological oxygen demand.
Will it reduce biological oxygen demand?
Yes,
If algae is plenty, they will need more oxygen now, so it will
it will
increase
increase biological
biological.
oxygen demand and increase dissolved oxygen.
Will it increase dissolved oxygen?
It will
If many
increase.
organisms are using the oxygen,
No, algae uses photosynthesis.
hmm?
Algae uses photosynthesis, so
Mhm.
it will
but
release
but
oxygen.
but if there is nutrient in the water, there are aquatic life, and aquatic life they use dissolved oxygen.
Aquatic animals, it will
Yes,
increase when they fertilize and water.
there's nutrient, enough nutrients.
Yeah.
Well, eutrophication leads to increased biological oxygen demand. Many life will be demanding for oxygen. Why? It will decrease
Dissolved oxygen.
dissolved oxygen. Which of the following diseases can result from polluted water? Hold on, guys. Excessive use of fertilizers can cause
Eutrophication.
excessive use of
Water
fertilizers can
pollution.
cause A. Soil fertility, water pollution, afforestation, soil conservation,
Water pollution.
water pollution. All right. Okay. Next one. Which of the following? Hold on. Okay, guys, we are good to go. I've recharged.